We'll see who counts the food.
This is the Troll Patrol, live with Justin Freakin.
Welcome to the Troll Patrol Live. It's a freaking Thursday. It's my Friday, though, because I don't do this shit on Fridays. Welcome, holiday, T-minus Splash. So I actually saw one of those clips from the interview with Richie Torres. It's probably the one that made you feel so unsettling. When he was talking about, anti-Semitism to the Jewish guy. And the Jewish guy was telling him, like, how the policy of Israel is making Jews less safe. And then, like, I just happened to watch Majority Report today. I've kind of gotten out of the habit of watching Majority Report. Not because it's good, or not good, but because, like, I don't have a lot of time. I usually watch it after the show, and then I've been, like, not watching it after the show. I've just been watching sitcoms. But I watched the Majority Report today, and they played a different section of it that I hadn't heard as I was washing dishes. I could see that. I could see him, like, lick his eyeball. The interviews are usually the most interesting part. That's what I'm sad I miss out on. Because, like, everything they do in the fun half, I'm usually going to cover on my own show. They probably do it better than me, but, you know. Oh, Warlord coming in here and slandering me. Saying I'm anti-union. You know we're gearing up for Labor Day here in the United States, right? So I do not appreciate you saying that. Everybody asked me why I didn't just take in the possum. I did not take in the possum. I tried to kill it. It's probably going to try to kill me. It's probably going to try to take revenge on me. I did not kill it. Anyone freaking out there. It is alive somewhere and may come back to extract its revenge on me. I tried to keep the show lighthearted, but there's no way to do it and do the news. But, like, it's more of a lighthearted show than what we would normally be doing. Probably will be kind of short, maybe an hour and a half, but I've got a police chase afterwards, so watch me say that, and then like if somebody's gonna call in, I'm gonna argue. I'll be on for fucking 4 hours. I hope not. The cats sleep with me. You know that, right, Warlord? Most days, at least 2 of them are with me. Some days it's 3 of them. But no, they sleep with me. Why wouldn't they sleep with... Sometimes, like, Smokey and Socks will want the same spot, like, right next to my head, because I cuddle whichever cat is there. And then Maynard lays in my legs. Smokey's on me right now. He's right here. He's like, dude, I was comfy. Why'd you have to do that? He's been laying there for a while. I've been just holding him, petting him. Yo, why are you wet? Oh, he's licking his nipple. That's why. He was next to me last night and his tongue, look. Like just barely his tongue was coming out of his mouth. And I just happened to open my eyes and see him doing that. And he's like half asleep doing it. It was just so funny to me. Anyway, let's get to the news. Let's get this shit out of the way so we can get to some fun stuff. Man, I tried to keep it, never mind about being a short show tonight. I lied. Warlord slandering me here before Labor Day. The unions in New York, Washington, D.C. Unions in Washington, D.C. were out today to protest Trump and his takeover. Ahead of Labor Day on Monday. I don't blame you, Flash. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous out there. I walked to the weed store earlier today. Once again, thank you, Oregon Gal. I'm humbled by your tip. If I see you in chat here in a moment, I will reiterate that. Thank you so much. So I knew I had to go to the weed store because Curiouser's not in town. She's like seeing a concert right now at Red Rocks in Colorado. So like I couldn't call somebody. And I thought about calling like Puzzle Bitch, or I would be like, hey Puzzle Bitch, you want to have lunch or something today? I just decided I would walk. The new Oregon gal would get on to me if I didn't go get weed. And also, I wanted weed. I tried out a new store today because I had to walk downtown a few weeks ago, and like that was a way easier walk. It's just like a gentle, it's a decline as I'm going towards town. It is a gentle incline coming back. The weed store that's the closest, when I walk to it, it is up and down, up and down. I need to get a bike. Solidarity with our union friends. That's a hell of a turnout. There might be a couple hundred of them there. That goes back pretty far. Maybe even 500 or 600. Yeah, I've never ridden a skateboard. I don't think I could skateboard.
So they can say yes, but then if the White House doesn't know.
But also the other walk to the weed store is further away. But like it's a beautiful fucking walk. You walk by a park. and there's all kinds of benches, and there's a river you walk across, and I'm like, I should have been doing this the whole time. Much easier walk, prettier. There's like shaded trees and shit downtown. I'm like, why the fuck? Because the other one, the other weed store, it's closer, but I gotta walk across a highway to get to it. It's all sidewalk and crosswalks and shit this way. I don't know why I haven't been doing that. America indeed. But I just looked at a map and was like, well, this is the closest one, without considering other factors. Unfortunately, the place I went to today is not any cheaper. My usual place, it's the cheapest place in town. It's the best selection. It's everything about it's the best. And they have a rewards program, so I'm usually getting fucking discounts and shit. But it's a bit of a walk. It's probably about 2.5 miles one way, so about 5 miles round trip. And I don't have that kind of constitution about me. Fair enough. Well, for the people that actually do walk, the fact that you have to play Frogger across the highway is one of the reasons that, one of the main reasons that discourage people from walking. Which I need to. I need to get out and walk anyway, because what a fucking blight on society Whole Foods is. I don't get a lot of exercise, so I should probably go out and walk to the weed store more often. I put a lot of thought, because I knew it was going to be nice today, like it wasn't going to be too hot or anything. So I put a lot of thought, like, should I walk to my favorite weed store, make the 5-mile trek? I just didn't want to use that much of my afternoon up. Trinity Phoenix. Trinity Phoenix is the name of the bud I am smoking. This will be my first bong rip today.
First Whole Foods that came to Washington, D.C. And there's a banner that just came off the roof that says Jeff Bezos profits off of our occupation. Jeff Bezos is profiting off of detentions. Jeff Bezos is profiting off of us. And so I'm going to lead us in a chant, and folks in the back are eventually going to hear me.
I would probably, if I buy a bike, I might actually put some money into it. Possibly even get one that's like a motorized. Maybe even a moped or something, I don't know. But I've been saying that for years now. So this is the unions protesting Trump in D.C. Is ahead of Labor Day on Monday. I always pride myself on my May Day and Labor Day episodes. We try to be very labor focused. I've got several labor stories that I've been saving for Labor Day. I like my Labor Day, May Day opening. So if you're not with your union, if you're not with your family, please join me and stand in solidarity with your fellow workers Monday on the Troll Patrol Live. Special Labor Day edition. Protests all over the country now. I don't actually have enough time to get into all of them, but one of the biggest ones today was the walkout at the CDC. The employees of the CDC rallying outside of the headquarters in Atlanta. I believe the entire staff walked out. Hearing a lot of honking and support in the background. Once again, this is in protest of RFK firing Trump's pick to lead the CDC. This was Trump's pick. She's only been on the job a month. Flo, welcome in. I feel like we're at some kind of tipping point. DJ Dub, welcome in. Do you guys feel it? I don't think that we're at a... I don't think enough people are mad enough yet. Flash, tell me, what is the mood among the, redneck drives a $50,000 truck crowd?
If you're behind the press, can you see me okay? Can you hear me?
We're a powder keg right now. Yeah, they're still mad. They're mad because the system is still failing them. And now Trump is taking away everything good about the government. Like the way our emergency response agencies operated for years were amazing. The gold standard of the world. The CDC. On the cutting edge of research and disease prevention. And these fuckers are trying to destroy it. I truly believe that it is the system that is keeping everyone angry. And yes, fascism, using an out group, the outrage media on not only on the right. As I said, I look at my YouTube recommendations and it's all, why this game bombed, the flop that was this, the decline that was this TV series.
And to support, CDC. As you all know, we plan to do this and let the folks walk out of CDC and clap them out, but they were escorted out of CDC this morning, which is not cool.
Wow.
And so now we're going to have it here, and we have everybody here to help support them and cheer on them. Oh, they're on their way, so I'm going to get down. But let's go.
Always a fact. Yes, but we hid it. There was a facade. And over the course of the history of this country, we have become more and more democratic. And at one point in time, I think we did actually achieve some form of personal freedom and liberty. We just needed white people in the 60s. We just needed to expand it to include everybody, to include health care. I think we're in a paradigm shift. Shout out to Paradigm Shift, the streamer, but we're literally in a paradigm shift. And those are always times of turmoil. I think we are coming towards an end of capitalism. And there is going to be something new. What that thing is on the other side, I have no idea. We're the ones that are going to shape that. We need militant organized labor now. That is the cure. militant organized labor. And this is near and dear to my heart because remember, my grandfather was a coal miner and he was one of the ones that was forced to work in the mines by the National Guard. The president called in the National Guard. My grandfather, quite a bit old, like he died in the 90s. I mean, he died when he was 80 something in the 90s. My other grandfather lived to be like 97 or some shit. He just passed away a couple years ago. Some old ass grandparents. I think we're remaking the system. I don't know if we're going to get speeches. Okay, these are the CDC workers that walked out. Tones, welcome in. This was earlier today in Atlanta. CDC workers walked out of CDC headquarters. This is the crowd cheering them on. This follows the CDC director resigning, and then 3 other high-level officials with the CDC also resigning in protest, all of them saying that the Trump administration was playing politics with public health and they were putting people in danger. And I'm sorry, we're going to get into it tonight. There was another story that would have went great with all the stories I did last night about FEMA, about the CDC. Did you know we might all have to have new Social Security numbers issued to us? That is how badly the Trump administration has fumbled your data. I will not be able to remember a new Social Security number. These might have been the 3 that resigned in protest with the director. Which, by the way, Susan Monterez was her name. Is her name? Did we not see a picture of her last night? Because goddamn, Susan Monterez could be my GOP mommy. Woo! That is a sexy lady. Goddamn. Thank you, Susan Monterez. Now that you have some time on your hands, if you want a boy toy, you need you a young man at the ripe age of 40. Dr. Monterez, I would love to have you give me a checkup. Oh no, Tones, you did not miss the new South Park. They are now on a bi-weekly schedule. Instead of 6 days to South Park, it's 14 days to South Park. So every other week, which that I'm excited for because bi-weekly indeed. I'm excited for it because that means that like the last episode is in December, so we'll probably get a Christmas episode. I love Christmas episodes. Thanksgiving episode, Halloween episode. A lot of fun. That bald dude here is not bad looking himself. That's a zaddy over here. We might have a hard time kissing because of her noses. But other than that, like, I'd get with him. I'd rub his head. I think they felt a lot of pressure after that first episode. Like, I don't, like, you know, they intended to do exactly what they did, but I don't know if they thought it would be that big. Because I think the ratings for the second episode ended up being monstrous. I mean, clearly he's on Grindr, whether he's gay or not. He might hook up, and he'll be like that one dude. I hooked up with a public health guy one time, and he offered me coke. Wanted to fuck bareback, but lectured me the whole time. Which, yeah, I probably do need to get on prep. I'm fucking celibate nowadays. That's why I ain't on fucking anything. He didn't actually fuck me in the ass, Tones. I was like, oh, nope, I don't think so. I didn't prep for this. Badoom-tsh. Too much information, Justin. Light one up, tip one back. At the end of the show, we're going to find out about how you can cut back on your drinking.
We love you all.
What did it say? Hold on.
Now to be on the other side to support public.
Mocktails.
There's so
I'm going
much
to tell you about mocktails. There's a new trend
that's happening
of
to our
mocktails.
campus, the programs.
Woo!
Get you. We're just now going to really advocate for the great work you all do. We love you all. I'm already.
Oh, I agree. I'm going to play it so we can mock it.
I just can't tell you like what CDC means to all of us. The mission, the work, your commitment. Thank you. We're so honored to have done this for you.
I am against extremes. I am against the extreme of no drinking, and I am against the extreme of a lot of drinking. Tones, you don't need to stop drinking. You just need to cut back. Oh, yeah, he's totally gay.
So, I guess it's hard to not say, we didn't really expect this. But thank you so much for being here. You know, what makes CDC great are the people that make CDC up, the scientists, everyone that makes this.
Yeah, you can drink in excess every once in a while.
And the health of our children.
Excess is fine in moderation. Thank you, Vlad.
Whether it's preventing
You feel me.
chronic disease, stopping Ebola at its source rather than letting it come to this continent. You are
Seriously, the CDC has done so much good work
to see
over the last 20 years. And a lot of that falls on the Bush administration.
your loudest advocates.
Okay, fair enough, DJ. There are some people who are like genetically predisposed to alcoholism. There is such a thing.
We remember Officer Rose.
Yes.
And what I said to my team
Excluding those people.
was what they said at the end of every eulogy at his funeral. We have to go, but now you all got this. The watch is yours, and you must take care of yourselves. It is your duty to the country to take care of you. Be well. Thank you.
I never liked drinking.
This is really the CDC that I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm able to casually do pretty much any drug
Thank
except
you
weed.
so much. I've been 30 years here. Some of you have been with me those whole 30 years. And what makes us great at CDC is following the science. And so let's get the politics out of public health. Let's get back to the objectivity and let the science.
I have casually done crack.
That's how we get to the best decisions for public health.
Now it's
So
like crack.
thank you all very much. This is an incredible showing. I really appreciate you, and we will be having your back from now on.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Oregon gal, welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. Incredibly generous tip you left me. And I knew I needed to walk to the store before the show. So
Coming out.
thank you. Light one up, tip one back with me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to toast my microphone. It is humbling. Several of you have been so generous to me. I mean,
We haven't been as effective.
hundreds of dollars.
Program cut.
And that's one of the things that keeps me going at this.
So ASAP coming up is really things that tip
Half a dozen to a dozen people have given
recommendations that
insanely generous tips
we
to
have
me.
the data and the science. We always follow the data and the science before we make recommendations.
Can you confirm that you were asked to confirm whatever ASAP's recommendations are, regardless of your own science?
That wasn't me.
Did that happen to Dr. Menares?
We believe that's what we've heard reported about Dr. Menares.
Talk about the last 24 hours, talking with the others.
So the last
about
24 hours has been a blur. We agreed to do this together. We've been talking about it for months, and in the past few days, it was just escalating. We literally got on a Teams chat together. I'm their boss, so they submitted their letters to me, and I said, if I'm submitting mine, like, this is the deal. And we did it
This
together.
is earlier today. This was the walkout at the CDC.
But if one of us retired, it would have been a blip. When the three of us do it together, it's more powerful, and it just shows the state of our agency.
What are you trying to communicate?
She's one of the 3 top officials that stepped down,
We need our
along with the director.
We need to follow science. We need to have ethics back. All of these scientists, like Dimitri and Dan said, are doing the work on the ground. We need to be able to do it without interference and following data and science.
Can you confirm the three of you were escorted off the property this morning?
So we were walked off the property, but we had our friends with us.
Were you expecting that? Had you been told to leave?
We weren't expecting it, but that's standard protocol. So, and we actually love Cheryl and Jeff. So, I mean, we hugged the people that walked us out.
With the loss of the CDC's authority, is it possible to recreate another scientific authority that Americans can trust?
So,
Doing this show is what I've always wanted to do. And like the interactive nature of streaming and shit, I fucking love it.
to believe in CDC.
It's the best of radio. It's the best of like
Is there going to be a tipping?
a television talk show
The American people say
I
this
hope
is enough.
this is the tipping point.
with an interactive component.
Jen Layden and many others that are going to come behind us. This is enough.
I absolutely love this.
And the way that the administration responded to it affect your decision.
The shooting? Oh, this is a violent attack on our campus, on public health, and on our nation. It wasn't just to us, it was our state health departments, all our people on the ground. Our staff were traumatized by this, not just physical trauma, but mental health trauma. It's long lasting. They're concerned about speaking about vaccines and our science because they're worried they'll be.
And this is what the Trump administration has taken from you. The CDC has done an amazing job in the last 20 years.
How did that make you feel?
And a lot of that was because of George W. Bush.
This was an act of domestic terrorism. They need to address.
He read some book about pandemics and it scared the shit out of him.
Hayes' rhetoric before the election.
And he actually did a good job of strengthening the CDC.
Played into it. Certainly didn't
What I would say is it's not helping our vaccine confidence. Any misinformation, particularly questioning it, can result in violence. So we have to stop it. We need him to support CDC and not promote mis and disinformation.
I think so, Flash. I think they did turn it into a movie.
I don't.
Parkours. Was that the one that I watched during the pandemic?
Avenue for you to
Oh God, what was the name of it?
doing along those lines.
You know, when I resigned, I think
Now, Flash.
get our jobs back. Do I love
Bush was not a dumb person.
can't go back
He
to-
was actually very well read.
because the CDC needs to
He was educated at Yale, right?
Need to do.
Outbreak, was that the name of it?
It's a little rocky,
Because I think I did. I watched it during the pandemic, but it was a few years old.
We've terminated and riffed valuable people. We need to support our labs. We need to get our budget for our appropriate programs. We can't lose our chronic disease center and our injury disease center, and we have to
That was 95.
experts to be on our committees.
What are you going to do now? With you today?
Apparently they're remaking it.
She's not here today.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. I do not know.
And why you
No, I watched one
happen to be the folks who would let the CDC director
that was made in like the 2010s.
the public.
Dan Dimitri and I agreed.
Turned yellow and died.
on
So
vaccine.
jaundiced, right? That's how my grandfather died. He had some sort of cancer of
do this together.
prostate or something. I don't know. I was like really young when it happened.
The administration really has the power to do something.
Turned fucking yellow and then died.
Report on the harms that are being done by losing our staff, by not.
It is wild. Yeah, liver failure.
We have the highest number of cases in the U.S. in 30 years because we had unvaccinated populations, and a secretary that promoted vitamins.
Ooh, this shit gives me the willies. Medical stuff.
Moved inside CDC.
That's horror to me.
How they've been coping with all of these changes, the assault.
I think all the trauma has not helped. I mean, people are still traumatized to come back.
Walk down here.
What do you think this says about the future for public health workers?
Once again, this is the CDC earlier today.
I hope this is a tipping point to where we get our public health back, that we get the trust of the nation back, that we get the trust of our leaders back, and that public health does the work they're meant to do on the ground, saving lives.
That's a genie you can't put back in the bottle, though.
CDC. Yep.
But are you worried then about who would be able to be in this position if it's not
Chubby Emu reacts.
you had to step away?
If I had the opportunity to come back and rebuild it, I would. If I was asked,
Flash, you ain't wrong.
I would.
Why don't you stand for
And it's already happening in a decade or two. It's already happening.
Thank you guys for having me to talk more.
You can contact Kevin if you have media inquiries.
So there you have it. She was one of the officials that stepped down in protest with the CDC director. I gave George W. Bush props, and this is a senator that I absolutely hate everything he stands for, except he always takes the right position on public health because he's a doctor and he's not dumb. So thank you, Senator Bill Cassidy. Republican senator issues warning as leaders depart RFK Jr.'s CDC. A little small for me. Republican Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana issued a warning after the Trump administration announced the firing of Center for Disease Control and Prevention head Susan Monterez, who can absolutely be my GOP mommy. Newsweek reached out to Cassidy's office, the White House, and the Department of Health and Human Services for comment via email. HHS Secretary RFK Jr. has made sweeping changes to the federal government's approach to vaccines, including the removal of members of a critical vaccine advisory panel and ending funding for a series of mRNA vaccines. Kennedy has also placed new restrictions on the COVID-19 vaccine. The White House has defended the attempted ouster of Monterez by arguing she is not aligned with the president's agenda, but critics have warned that her firing comes amid deteriorating scientific standards in the federal government and CDC. Cassidy, who served as a physician before his foray into politics, responded to the firing of Monterez and the resignation of 3 other senior CDC officials in a post on X, issuing a warning to the administration. These high-profile departures will require oversight by the HELP Committee, the Health and Human Services. No, that's what in the fuck is the acronym mean? It's not Health and Human Services. What? The Health Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. Cassidy wrote, that is a clunker of a name. Cassidy wrote referring to the Senate Committee on Health, Education. God damn it! It was in the next sentence. I don't know what that says about me. I clearly don't read ahead. I don't watch anything in advance. I don't read anything in advance. Maybe I should. Maybe the show would be better. Maybe the show would be better for it. Michael, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. Cassidy also called for the CDC vaccine advisor meeting to be postponed amid the turmoil at the agency, according to a statement reported by the Washington Post. Serious allegations have been made about the meeting agenda, membership, and lack of scientific process being followed for the now announced ICUP AC. I'm so sorry. AC. I might be too high for this shit. Or not high enough, who knows. Serious allegations have been made about the meeting agenda, membership, and lack of scientific process being followed for the now announced ACIP meeting. These decisions directly impact children's health, and the meeting should not occur until significant oversight has been conducted. Cassidy supported Monterez's nomination to lead the CDC. I supported Monterez's nomination to lead the CDC because, she can be my GOP mommy. I don't see a ring. And she has time on her hands now. If you need a man to fill your time, Dr. Monterez, I'm in need of a checkup. I desperately need a prostate exam. And a colonoscopy. I'm over 40. If you're over 40, be sure to get your prostate exam, your colonoscopy. Ladies, fill yourselves up. I think it's like every 6 months or something. I want a lady with money because America just sucks. Dougie. She's out of my league. I'll take an ugly old lady with money. God, that's horrible of me. I don't even know if I'm joking or not. I apologize. I think. I don't. Ugly is very subjective. Like, I tend to find something attractive about everybody somehow. Women. Men I'm much more selective with. Men are fucking, ugh. There's some pretty men out there, like the dude from the CDC. But, like, women, like, almost every woman has at least something about them that's, like, attractive. That'll I'm just a horn dog. Oh God. I really am sorry. Somebody should do something about me. Democrats seek immediate answers after, and I can't ever get canceled. I would give anything to get canceled because then I could be popular. You're like, the woke left cancels me.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
As Avalon said something, because during the day I sign off with the way I like say goodbye on stage when I'm doing stand-up. Which I really want. I've got a new stand-up set, and I want Curiouser to take me to the club. I think there might be a new stand-up video up on my YouTube very soon because I got the itch. I really want to, and I really want to do this set. I forget what I was talking about. Oh, I can't say that, light one up, tip one back. It's all right to have a little fun before we hit the sack when it's like the middle of the day. So I use what I sign off with on it's just an STD. I use what I use on stage. That's don't do anything I wouldn't do. However, that doesn't limit your options very much at all. And like Avalon was like, don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'm like, but that doesn't limit your options very much at all. She's like, you interviewed cops high on cocaine. Yes, I did that. Stood it up. This entire set is just about deaf people. It is me making fun of deaf people, and it's horrible of me. And I want to go do it so bad to see if people are warped enough to laugh at it. For those of you who don't know, I had a group of deaf people try to get me fired from a TV station I worked for back in like 2016. And I already had all these jokes in the can about deaf people for some reason. I don't know why jokes about deaf people. Okay. And I even have a joke about, why are you being mean to deaf people? Now I have a reason since a bunch of deaf people tried to get me canceled. I really am sorry. Democrats seek immediate answers after reported arrests of firefighters. ICE is out here arresting firefighters. Senator Patty Murray calls Trump's immigration policy fundamentally sick after incident in Washington state. Patty Murray, the Washington senator, has called for the Trump administration to provide immediate answers about reports that 2 firefighters were detained by border agents as they were responding to a wildfire in the state. Federal immigration authorities on Wednesday staged an operation on the scene of the Bear Gulch fire, a nearly 9,000-acre blaze in the Olympic National Forest, where they arrested 2 people who were part of a contract firefighting crew. This, according to the Seattle Times, the fire is the largest currently burning in the state. Authorities made the firefighters line up to show ID. One firefighter told the newspaper that they were not permitted to say goodbye to their detained colleagues. Did ICE start the fire? That's a good question. I asked them if his co-workers can say goodbye to him because they're family. They're just ripping them away, the firefighter said, adding that the federal agent swore and told the firefighter to leave. The operation sparked widespread condemnation in the state. Murray, in her statement released on Thursday morning, demanded information about the whereabouts of the firefighters and the administration's policy around immigration enforcement during wildfires. The Trump administration's immigration policy was fundamentally sick, Murray said. Trump has wrongfully detained everyone from lawful green card holders to American citizens. No one should assume this was necessary or appropriate. U.S. Border Patrol later on Thursday released some information on the operation, saying that it assisted the Bureau of Land Management after the agency requested help after terminating contracts with 2 companies following a criminal investigation. While verifying the identities of contract personnel, federal agents identified 2 people present in the United States illegally. Border Patrol said in a statement, including 1 person who had a previous order of removal. The agency did not provide more details about the nature of the criminal investigation, and the identities of the firefighters have not been made public. Did I really just make it through 10 minutes without any problem? Go me. And I went off on tangents too, didn't I? How in the... did I do that? Unfortunately, in California, you can't even use your firefighting experience if you were a felon. When you come out on the other side, they disqualify you from being a firefighter, which sucks. Fucking A, I made it through the 10 minutes. Have you ever heard of Heather Honey? Heather Honey is a high-profile denier of Donald Trump's loss in the 2020 election. We're reading from ProPublica. Has been appointed to a senior position in the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, in which she'll help oversee the nation's election infrastructure. Honey is a protege of Cleta Mitchell, a lawyer who tried to help Trump overturn the 2020 election results. In 2024, ProPublica reported that Honey had played a key role in Mitchell's behind-the-scenes effort to change Georgia's election rules to allow Republican officials to contest a potential Trump loss in that year's presidential race. Honey also promoted election conspiracy theories, including one Trump cited in a speech to his followers before they stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Though states do the on-the-ground work of running elections, DHS supports them with tasks beyond their capacities, such as protecting IT infrastructure and voter databases from foreign intrusions. The agency, with bipartisan support, took on this role in the aftermath of Russia's interference in the 2016 election. Experts on voting and state election officials warned that Honey's appointment at DHS's Deputy Assistant Secretary of Election Integrity Deputy Assistant Secretary of Election Integrity could erode trust between... See, I couldn't do this shit if it was on, which I wouldn't be just cold reading shit on the radio. This is what's so fun about it. Experts on voting and state election officials warned that Honey's appointment at DHS's Deputy Assistant Secretary of Election Integrity could erode trust between state and federal officials, prompting states not to share information with the agency. We are witnessing a dangerous trend, the elevation of known bad faith actors like Heather Honey. This is according to Adrian Fontes, Arizona's Democratic Secretary of State, citing Honey's well-documented history of spreading election lies that have been debunked in court. Meanwhile, we've had several municipalities deal with cyber attacks. And now we can add Nevada to the list.
To address the attack and attackers, we are working to restore services at the state level. Nevadans can rest assured that we are all working together.
Can you guys hear that?
To keep them safe. As soon as this incident emerged, my team and I met with the governor's technology office and every single state agency to identify which
Man, I'm doing a lot of reading tonight. State officials gave a second public update on Thursday about the ongoing response effort from last weekend's cyber attack. During a live press conference, Governor Lombardo announced that while some agencies are starting to come back online, he's urging the public to call 211 if they need help. Phones are also coming online too, since they are connected to the internet for most departments. Some services have been restored at the Nevada DMV, including the website, which you can see below. All DMV offices remain closed until further notice. Brick and mortar offices are still operational for people needing help with the Department of Health and Human Services and Nevada Health Authority. Governor Lombardo clarified that the data that was accessed did not contain personal information. If there is, state officials say they'd alert the affected individual and decide what steps to take next. When asked why the websites aren't back online yet, he said that they want to make sure that they are safe first to again post. So you are still under attack, a reporter asked. No. He also said that they don't know what the motive was for the intrusion, and that he doesn't know what kind of information the hackers wanted to access. The governor's technology office, this is the original story. The directors of state agencies and federal agency partners presented updates on the coordinated investigation and recovery process, still not really telling us what happened. Nevada faced a cyber attack. The governor says things are coming back online slowly. The attack apparently happened over the weekend. It was reported on Wednesday. That was the update as of this afternoon. This is one of the stories I should have done last night when I was talking about the dismantling of the CDC and FEMA. We had multiple agencies that have really been cut by the Trump administration. It's going to result in lives being lost. This one's going to be an unprecedented event. A whistleblower warns of possible risk to American Social Security information. You may have to be reissued a new Social Security number. And I do not want to have to go through the process of memorizing a new Social Security number. God damn it, you fuckers that voted for Trump. Today, the Government Accountability Project submitted a protected whistleblower disclosure to the Office of Special Counsel and congressional committees with grave allegations of data security lapses that put over 300 million American Social Security information at risk. Whistleblower Charles Borges, the chief data officer at the Social Security Administration, disclosed reports that Department of Government Efficiency officials employed by the SSA have created a live copy of the country's Social Security information in a cloud environment that circumvents oversight. Should bad actors gain access to this cloud environment, Americans may be susceptible to widespread identity theft, lose vital health care and food benefits, and the government could be responsible for reissuing every American a new Social Security number. To everybody that has a Social Security number, well over 300 million Americans. Thanks, Trump. You guys would like to read the rest of that story from the Government Accountability Office. Government Accountability Project. Maybe I've been going about it all wrong. Hey, here's the thing. I was thinking through something completely different earlier. And arguing with myself, as I often do. So I'm like cleaning house or making dinner. And I've thought about it. I have called so many officials on stream, but I've never called my own. I've never called one of my own officials. So I am still registered to vote. 2 states later, I'm still registered to vote in Tennessee. So my senator is Marsha Blackburn.
Thank you for contacting Senator Blackbird's office. Your call is important to us. Please leave your name, contact information, where you're calling from, and a brief message. All urgent casework will be handled accordingly, and other calls will be returned as soon as possible. You can also leave a message on our website at www.blackburn.senate.gov.
Hey, my name is JustinFREAKIN. I'm a Twitch and YouTube streamer, and I'm also one of your constituents. I'm from Johnson City, Tennessee. And I think you're doing a horrible job. Just I hate everything you stand for. But you're
Up
kind of
yours,
attractive.
woke moralists. We'll see
So
who can.
I would absolutely be interested in having a talk with you on stream about possibly being my GOP mommy. I've been in the market for a strong woman with hardcore patriotic values, and you fit the bill totally. You are absolutely beautiful. You're filthy rich, and you are a senator. So you fit all the qualifications to be my GOP mommy. I had been crushing on Senator Joni Ernst, but I gotta say, you got better style than she does. I'm looking at a picture of you with a yellow jacket on right now, and you are rocking it, girl. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know, if you want to call me back, 917-830-4359. I would love to have you on the show. It's the Troll Patrol Live on Twitch and YouTube. You can totally come on, and I would propose to you on. I don't know if you're married or not.
Maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play,
I absolutely
re-record it.
would press pound.
To add, your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension.
I'm sorry. Too much horny on. There was no critique. It was all horny. I apologize. But maybe I've been doing it all wrong. I've been trying to find a GOP mommy when the reality has been right here in my face. Like the key to success been right here in front of me. I should just get on the DNC dole. Maybe I am. Maybe that's why I snapped at you guys the other day for the Gavin Newsom comment. Maybe it's because the DNC paid me $8,000. They most certainly did not. But hey, DNC, you can call me. You probably have a zaddy I'll suck off. Just throwing that out there. A dark money group is secretly funding high-profile Democratic influencers. An initiative aimed at boosting Democrats online offers influencers up to $8,000 a month to push the party line. All they have to do is keep it secret and agree to restrictions on their content. I've read my last free article. Wow. I must be signed in or something in this browser because I was reading it earlier. There we go. Oh my God. Hold on. Wired my ass. In a private group chat in June, dozens of Democratic political influencers discussed whether to take advantage of an enticing opportunity. They were being offered $8,000 per month to take part in a secretive program aimed at bolstering Democratic messaging on the internet. But the contract sent to them from Chorus, the nonprofit arm of a liberal influencer marketing platform, came with some strings. Among other issues, it mandated extensive secrecy about disclosing their payments and had restrictions on what sort of political content the creators could produce. In their group chat, influencers debated the details. Should we send a joint email with all of our email addresses, or are we going to send things separately and hope they change everything for everyone? Some joked about collective bargaining. Any Newsies fans in here? We're a union just by saying so. The influencers in the chat collectively had at least 13 million followers across social platforms. They represented some of the most well-known voices online posting in support of Democrats, and they're key to wherever the party moves next. But ultimately, the group didn't make much progress. Reading through the revised Chorus contract, like you win some, you lose some, reproductive justice influencer named Perry, who posts under the handle Women in America, responded later in the thread. I also think there's at least 4 other things that should change, but the vibe I got from their email was that there would be minimal, if any, changes. I don't feel strongly about pushing, to be honest. A Gen Z influencer who has been called the Gen Z Walter Cronkite. Fucking really. Has been lauded in legacy media outlets, posted in the chat. They aren't going to modify it anymore. Seems like a take it or leave it. I believe we're in stage 5 acceptance. Creditors began signing on to the deal. For years, Democrats have struggled to work with influencers. In 2024, President Joe Biden's White House snubbed several prominent content creators after they lightly criticized the administration over its policies on climate change, COVID, Gaza, the TikTok ban. Content creators who challenged Kamala Harris, including Hassan Piker. Oh my God. Well-known influencer on the left, presumably unwelcome at campaign events. After the Democrats lost in November, they faced a reckoning. It was clear that the party had failed to successfully navigate the new media landscape, while Republicans spent decades building a powerful and robust independent media infrastructure, maximizing controversy to drive attention and maintaining tight relationships with creators. Trump, the Democrats have largely relied on outdated strategies and traditional media to get their message out. Now, Democrats hope that the secretive Chorus Creator Incubator Program, funded by a powerful liberal dark money group called the 1630 Fund, might tip the scales. The program kicked off last month, and creators involved were told by Chorus that over 90 influencers were set to take part. Creators told Wired that the contract stipulated they'd be kicked out and essentially cut off financially. They even so much as acknowledged that they were part of the program. Some creators also raised concerns about a slew of restrictive clauses in the contract. Influencers included in communication about the program and in some cases an onboarding session for those receiving payments from the 1630 Fund include Olivia Juliana, the centrist Gen Z influencer who spoke at the 2024 Democratic National Convention, Lauren Pietra, a former Playboy executive turned political influencer who hosts a podcast for Occupy Democrats, Barrett Adair, a content creator who runs an American Girl doll-themed pro-DNC meme account. The fuck? What is that? Suzanne Lambert, who called herself a Regina George liberal. Ariel Fedor, an education creator with 1.4 million followers on TikTok. Sander Jennings, a former TLC reality star. And older brother of trans influencer Jazz Jennings. David Pakman. Oh shit, a joke from earlier today makes way more sense now. David Pakman? Oh, that's fucking sad. I didn't watch him anyway. Who hosts an independent progressive show on YouTube covering news and politics. Leah McGowan, who goes by the online moniker Politics Girl, and dozens of others. The first 2 declined to comment. The rest did not respond to requests for comments. I would watch a video every now and then if one of his topics caught my attention, but other than that, I'm not really a fan of other people who do what I do. I'm not really a fan of what I do. I don't watch content like this myself, which is kind of weird. T-minus, I tell you good evening. What state are you in? According to copies of the contract viewed by Wired that creators signed, the influencers are not allowed to disclose their relationship with Chorus. Dozens of liberal influencers are believed to have been approached by Chorus about the 1630 fund financing opportunity this spring. They were told that Chorus appreciated the work they were doing online and were asked if they'd be interested in being part of the first cohort. I'm gonna reach out to them, but like I couldn't abide by, like, I'll take their money and they can take me to court because, like, I won't follow through or some shit. I'll mock them. I've thought about doing, okay, so I get these things through Stream Elements. Like, you play this, like, stupid game. You can actually make some money as a sponsorship. You got to play the game for, like, an hour. I've thought about doing that during the day and just mocking the shit out of the games. Fit right in with the Troll Patrol brand. And there's nothing in it that says I have to be complimentary to the fucking games. And tell people not to fucking subscribe, but like I have to have the thing pop up in chat, and it has to be displayed on the screen, and there's a banner that goes on your thing. Other than the ones named by Wired, I have no clue who the creators were, or like. And I wonder what all the stipulations were. Does it get into... That's a long piece. I'll go back and read it later. If you guys want to read it, here is the link to the Archive Today version that gets you past the paywall if you would like to read the rest of the story. Done a lot of talking tonight. I don't like it. Yeah, I was way off on the, it's going to be a short show. Sorry about that. Byronic! We still have a police chase to come. Possibly two. I don't know if they're the same police chase, just by different news agencies. But we at least have one. J.D. Vance was in Wisconsin earlier today.
The United States yesterday because we were having lunch yesterday and the president said, J.D., I don't know how I did it. I have actually got the Democrats to come out in defense of crime. And it is crazy. If Donald Trump came out tomorrow and said he really likes puppies, you would have AOC come out and say puppies are terrible. See if the United States.
You're the party that shoots puppies. Trump doesn't like puppies. AOC has a dog. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Wow. Trump is like one of the only presidents not to have a dog. Party of the puppy eaters too, yes. Is J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance out here trying to get away from the meme face. Is he going to be able to shake it?
The Trump administration's made-for-TV military occupation of the nation's capital had a featured event this afternoon. Vice President J.D. Vance, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and Trump advisor...
This from a few days ago.
...went to Union Station, D.C. to make a big show of visiting the troops. Lots of regular American citizens living in our free country were there, too, and so there was some heckling. Are you going to F a couch buddy is the sound of freedom. We have much more coming up on what is happening there in D.C., but for J.D. Vance, this wasn't just another bad day at work. The guy just got back from a vacation with his family in England. And we all know how tough it is to come back to work after vacation. I myself was just away with my family for the past 2 weeks, something I'm very lucky and grateful to have done. It's a privilege that I get to have vacation like that because Americans don't get enough vacation.
Most Americans don't get fucking any vacation.
We get too much time off, except, of course, Donald Trump, who complained back on Juneteenth. The U.S. has too many non-working holidays, adding the workers don't want it either. He posted that just before flying to his New Jersey golf resort for 3 days. But I saw this stat from Zatio when I was on my own vacation. I just couldn't believe it. J.D. Vance has been vice president for 7 months now. And in those 7 months, he's gone on 8 vacations. 8!
Wait, how did he say it? Zatio? I'm pretty sure it's Zateo, because I'm pretty sure I've heard Mehdi say it numerous times, because that is one journalist I absolutely will watch. I like his podcast, too. Like, he has, like, clips of, like, different, like, 30-minute interviews. Fantastic. Highly recommend him. But, like, what? How did he say it?
Off. Except, of course, Donald Trump, who complained back on Juneteenth. The U.S. has too many non-working holidays, adding the workers don't want it either. He posted that just before flying to his New Jersey golf resort for 3 days. But I saw this stat from Zatio when I was on my own vacation. I just couldn't believe it. J.D. Vance has been vice president for 7 months now.
Oreo.
He's gone on 8 vacations. 8! His first one was 5 days after starting the job. Do you remember that? It was the Vance family ski vacation to the Sugar Bush Resort in Vermont. 5 days into the job. His motorcade was met with protesters. Many carried signs with local-themed insults like...
He was protested today in Wisconsin. They apparently... Hold on, did I save that video? They apparently... the motorcade took the... Which I'm sure all the roads were shut down. But the motorcade took a one-way street to avoid the protesters going down the wrong way of a one-way street. So this is today in Wisconsin, which he wasn't on vacation in Wisconsin. So they went down the wrong way, which could have been their planned route all along. But it sure looks like it was to avoid having to see the protesters, because it could be easier entrance on that side to whatever the venue is they're going to. Fuck you, J.D. Vance. Freedom, not fascism. Oh, we were watching Chris Hayes, weren't we? About J.D. Vance. My apologies.
Vance skis and jeans. Some protesters even found him out on the slopes.
JD, how does it feel being Putin's puppet?
I mean, it is a little weird for the vice president to go on vacation less than 1 week into the job. But then he went again in March, the J.D. and Usha Vance Greenland vacation.
And they bitched about Biden's vacation.
The object of Trump's bizarre territorial obsessions. They had to plan an extended trip.
And I think his vacations were just going to fucking Delaware.
3 hours at a U.S. Space Force base to avoid protests by Greenlanders.
Come on, man.
Hey guys, how we doing? Please, at ease. At ease. Good Lord, sit down and eat. Sit down and eat. Don't let the vice president stop you guys from getting your chow here. How we doing? It's cold as
Up next was the fabulous Vance family Italian vacation 1 month later in
I'm sorry, but Ursula Vance could be my GOP mommy as well.
April. Now, for that, they shut down the Coliseum to thousands of ticketed visitors so Vance's family could have a private tour. Nice perk. Imagine saving for years for a trip to see the Coliseum and you can't because the vice president shut it down. He didn't even show for that tour, by the way, reportedly to avoid the, yes, you guessed it, numerous protesters. That's the same trip where Vance got a personal audience with Pope Francis and the Pope died the following day. Now, also in April, Vance and his family had an India.
She probably is more lib,
which was
I would hope.
All other visitors, along with schools in the area, so the Vances didn't have to share the view. Later, an awesome Vance family Disneyland vacation.
That would be my guess,
The
Flash.
vice president running after his kids. We've of course all been there. Very relatable.
Opportunistic.
There weren't a lot of
because he is.
Because you guessed it, the vice president's family got the run of several park areas that were closed to regular patrons, causing jam-ups and long lines for others who were on their costly summer vacations.
So we had the island to ourselves.
It's ironic. We could ruin so many marriages together.
Yeah, that's sorry to all the people who are Disney.
I feel like I'm constantly doing the Bernie meme to you.
Time.
As long as you have a good time. Then last month, again, he's only been doing the job for 7 months. Last month, Vance and the family had a little Nantucket vacation, a fundraiser, some rest and relaxation, which was tough for them to find because they were surrounded by protesters yet again. Lots of protesters.
They had to censor out one of the signs.
And then just 2 weeks ago, Vance and his family headed to Ohio for a J.D. Vance birthday vacation.
I had a really good day. We woke up, we took the kids canoeing down the Little Miami River in southwestern Ohio, and then I played golf, and then I had a really delicious meal and ice cream for dessert. That's my perfect day.
Part of why that river trip was so perfect was because the Army Corps of Engineers raised the level of the entire river for Vance's trip just to create, quote, ideal kayaking conditions for the vice president. And now Vance is just back home from taking his clan on vacation. Number 8, the Cotswold, England family vacation, where he stayed in a $10,000.
I didn't cover this.
Their presence snarled the roads. It rankled residents who said police knocked on their doors seeking the names and social media handles of everyone who lives there. I mean, this is not surprising, right? It's clear J.D. Vance is a guy who's just decided to maximize the trappings of his power immediately.
Did you guys, the sign said J.D. Vance's Netflix password is password. J.D. Vance claps when the plane lands. Silent, I tell you good evening. On a world couch fucking tour.
Surprising, right? It's clear J.D. Vance is a guy who's just decided to maximize the trappings of his power immediately upon taking office. He likes the perks. He likes abusing the public trust to rack up the privileges no mere mortal could enjoy.
I bet.
Rank corruption. It's a compulsion to hoover up every little privilege you can instead of serving the public. And we got more on that next.
Was that the end of it? Oh, shit. I thought we were going to get to more. We're going to flip to the other side now. We're going to go to Fox News and hear their opinion on the Democratic Party. Because they're saying the Democratic Party has males leaving in droves.
Democrats have stumbled upon what they think is a solution to their problem.
Goddamn Trey Gowdy.
Manufactured a new role model. The bad news is this role model does not exist, except in the mind of the New York Times. The Times Magazine wrote a piece about the rise of so-called himbos. Check out their
himbos
babble. The new dream guy is beefy, placid, and politically ambiguous. At first, I thought they meant flaccid, and I know Greg Gutfeld is taking medicine for that right now, but it's placid. Greg, do you have any idea what they're talking about? I don't know placid or flaccid.
They're mistaken in thinking that they actually have a choice in this.
What is that shirt?
They don't. They'll be lucky if they get a substance abuser who might pay for half of dinner. I got to be frank with the Dems. It's not us. It's you. Yeah. You continually try to redefine the male, but it's your filter for reality that is so damaged. It's driven males away. First, you demanded that we assume your politics. Then when we fled, you said, well, no. You really don't have to. You don't have to voice our politics. Be ambiguous about it. Be kind of dumb about it. Play dumb. No, we're not going to keep our mouths closed. We're done with your politics. We've said this before. We were never interested in politics. We're not responsible for the Bud Light fiasco or the Cracker Barrel disaster.
You are
created by women. And when politics started to blame men as toxic,
brother, the Cracker Barrel thing is so absurd. That company has been hemorrhaging money for years. You guys don't go to it. So they were trying to rebrand and do something a little different. They were still going to have the same exact fucking food. They were just going to update their look a little bit. It looked like homely 90s. Seriously, that's what my mom's house looked like in the 90s. The Cracker Barrel rebrand. My mom from Appalachia. It was just trying to be a little more hip. It probably was. It probably was some insider trading thing, some pump and dump scheme. They knew they could manipulate these dumbasses like Greg Gutfeld to give them publicity. Because, like, people ain't cared about the fucking Cracker Barrel in 10, 15 years probably.
we know when we're not wanted. We're out of here. So good luck.
All right, Joe, if I were you, I'd be offended because they said handsome, strong, which you are, but they also said can lift a tongue but can't spell one. that we're somehow.
What?
Are you offended at the new role male model?
You know, they said beefy, placid, and politically ambiguous. That's a Republican is what that is, because that means that placid is basically not easily upset. If a guy is in shape, he's not easily upset, and he's not letting you know his politics, it's because he wants to take you on another date, and he's afraid you're going to get mad.
Brother. You were probably the most easy to trigger. Just look at you. Oh my God, I could make you fly off the handle so easily. Flash, have you got your calipers?
Mad when he starts talking about his guns. That's all it is.
Speaking of getting mad, Dana, I am not a woman. I have 3 sisters.
Carla, welcome in.
Accuse me of. I'm not transgender either. I would be offended if I was a woman, that there's some certain set of characteristics.
I would not do this orgy couch.
To choose for ourselves what we find attractive. Or am I overreading?
I think you're overreading it a lot, and I also think that politics doesn't matter, shouldn't matter.
This is Martha, right?
If it's important to you, then fine. The New York
Times, she could be my GOP mommy.
Because they realize they're trying to help the Democrats, but they were the ones that fully embraced the life of Julia. And the life of Julia was meant to be that the government would be your partner.
What?
It hasn't worked out so well.
All right, Jessica, we got expertise from the New York Times about how to recapture male voters. What should they do? I really don't think it's this article.
Jessica could be my GOP mommy.
I don't think it's this article either. I
know she's a libers.
No article. It's exit polls and it's the interviews that were conducted right before the election.
She's like a George W. Hillary voter, probably.
People said, I'll take a flyer on the crazy guy because your party feels preachy. And that's really all that it is. Just be yourself and don't try to conform to some stereotype. If you can't bench press 135 pounds, I don't really care.
She voted for Obama the first time and Romney the second time.
435?
No, 130.
I don't know that as a fact. That just seems like
was that he couldn't bench.
their politics.
All right.
We can do that, can't we?
Age.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News
I won't.
YouTube
I am not even subscribed to Fox YouTube, I don't believe. Not even I subject myself to Fox's. I mean, I do. Constantly. I don't subscribe to it. Males are leaving the Democratic Party. But I still say you should keep your children away from the Republican Party. Like this Republican city commissioner, county level North Carolina elections leader. He was he had a seat on the Surrey County Board of Elections up until today when he had to resign for, well, you know.
And happening right now in the WRAL Live Center, an update to a story we brought you at the top of the newscast. We have just learned the North Carolina State Board of Elections emergency meeting has been canceled because of this. We've learned that the chairman of the Surry County Elections Board, James Yoakley, resigned. He was arrested in Wilmington on child abuse, drug possession, and other crimes. Police accused him of trying to drug his 2 granddaughters' ice cream with cocaine and ecstasy. Earlier, State Auditor Dave Bullock did call for his resignation. He issued the following statement here. With his resignation, the Surry County Board of Elections has resigned. They can move forward with
and another one.
A replacement. And happening right now in the
exactly what I figured he would look like too. Drugging his grandchildren's ice cream with cocaine and ecstasy. He needs the shit beat out of him. Give me that ice cream. That sounds like a fun time. You don't give it to kids. No, because he wanted to get them loose to fuck them. If they was just partying with the kids, I'd have a different opinion about it. No, he's trying to get them loose to fuck them. Completely against that. Not cool, Grandpa. Yes, if he's just getting like, if it's like to get fucked holiday. Once again, he was getting them loose to fuck them. That changes things. If he was just getting the kid, like, if they were older and they were partying or something, that's different. I'm not high enough for this shit. Yeah, there you go, Flash. Got him some ice cream before the show. And not that much, and told him to keep hydrated. We're going to go to the Mexican Senate. The Mexican Senate. Are you ready for this? The brawl involved Gerardo Fernandez Noronha, the president of the Senate and Morena party member, Alejandro Morena Cardenas, the leader of the Institutional Revolutionary Party. Oh shit. He pushed the sound guy. That's not cool. The fight began when Morena approached Nora after a difficult debate about the foreign armed forces in Mexico. Talking about the U.S. military. Other legislators were then seen getting involved. Our House of Representatives used to be like that. A guy got beat to fucking death with a cane in the House. I think it probably was better back then. Senator Mark Wayne Mullen thought it was. He thought journalists should shoot politicians. Oh yeah, we totally watched this. Like other parliaments are so much better than ours. this time. I want to say she has challenged somebody to a fight, didn't she? Well, I want to say like it was over the bathroom. It was when she was doing the bathroom. What's her name? The trans representative, and they barred her from the women's bathroom. I think she ended up getting her own bathroom or something. They got like a unisex bathroom put into the Capitol, which good. We're now going to the crime section of the show. As I said, I tried to be like a little more lighthearted tonight and not, horrible shit, but there's still horrible shit. It's the news. The interesting stuff is usually kind of horrible. Like this about a cult-like religious group in California. Watch your ass out there, T-minus. The cult might get you. A cult group leader has been... Representative McBride. But did it end up getting like a unisex bathroom put in at some point? Like in the house? Like out there in the whatever the fuck? In California, we've got a cult leader arrested after an ex-member's disappearance.
We're also following developing news in the search for a Nashville man who mysteriously vanished 2 years ago while on a business trip to Southern California.
The leader of a religious group connected to his disappearance has been arrested. KTLA's Corrine Winter live in the news center with all those details. Hi, Corrine.
Hi there, Lauren and Lou. We've been speaking with authorities this morning. Redlands police have been trying to speak with the leaders of the ministry. They say so far they have not been cooperative and still no clues on the whereabouts of Emilio Ghanem.
Where's Emilio?
Where is Emilio?
Oh, I remember him.
A Nashville man last seen at a Redlands coffee shop back in May 2023. His whereabouts still unknown. Is he alive or dead? A case investigators are still trying to solve, but Redlands police confirming recent arrests they believe are tied to his disappearance. Several search warrants executed within the past few weeks in Colton and Laguna Hills. Detectives detained one man on Tuesday at a location in Colton where they recovered several weapons. They later released that person. On August 14th at the Laguna Hills Lodge, police recovered electronic devices and took two people into custody. 57-year-old Daryl Musique Martin of Hemet. He was arrested on illegal weapons charges. Also, Martin's wife, 62-year-old Shelly Martin, she was also taken into custody, but later released after experiencing a medical episode. Officials confirmed there were more arrests earlier in the month at homes in Hemet and Anza. Those suspects facing charges related to felons in possession of firearms. Some of the weapons recovered included automatic rifles, ghost guns, and other digital evidence. Ghanem was a member of His Way Spirit-led Assemblies. It's a religious organization based in Hemet. Daryl and Shelly Martin are the leaders of this organization. Ghanem was a member for more than 20 years, but left the organization prior to his disappearance. He quit a pest control company the group was running and was in the process of starting his own pest control company in Nashville with a satellite office here in California. That's why he made the trip here in 2023 to contact potential customers. One former member who wanted to remain anonymous told KTLA the group was not happy about his plans here in SoCal and tried to talk him out of meeting with a high-ranking member of the ministry, someone Ghanem said would help him leave the group.
Emilio asked me about him on a couple of different occasions what I thought, and I said I didn't trust him. Don't meet with them.
Redlands police found a rental truck Ghanem was driving before his disappearance and evidence inside tied to the investigation. Redlands police also working with Claremont PD after learning another member of this religious group disappeared back in 2017 under mysterious circumstances.
They just offing people.
Police say one reason they're telling us it's unclear if Ghanem is still alive is they say they have not received any proof of life, but they are still urging the public, anyone with information in this case, to immediately contact Redlands PD. You'll hear more from officials in the next hour. That's the very latest here in the news center. I'm Corrine Winter. We'll see.
I mean, he could still be part of like the cult and they took him off the map or some shit, right? They got him working in a plantation or a factory somewhere. We haven't done this segment in a while. Tonight on What the Fuck is Wrong with Fort Worth? A couple of bounty hunters are facing charges after they got the wrong fucking guy.
3 bounty hunters are facing felony charges accused of kidnapping a man they thought was a capital murder suspect.
Well, it turns out he wasn't. Fox 4's David Centenary live tonight spoke with a man who was pulled from his family's garage and then thrown in a U-Haul. David.
Yeah, the bounty hunters thought they had their murder suspect here in Richardson, but it turns out they had the wrong guy. The real suspect is believed to be 7,000 miles away.
They say, "What's your name?" I said, Hussein Al-Sadi.
Who is Hussein Al-Sadi, a 22-year-old aspiring barber whose family immigrated to the United States from Iraq in 2012? A more pressing question, who is he not? Well, he's not 23-year-old Hussein Al-Sadi, who federal investigators say is on the run in Iraq after cutting his ankle monitor while out on bond for capital murder by terroristic threat in Dallas. Did you know this person at all?
No, I never met him in my life.
Never even heard of him?
Never.
Still, 3 bounty hunters now face felony charges, including kidnapping, for wrongfully apprehending Al-Sadi, thinking he was the murder suspect.
I'm a professional.
Alan Hinton.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was apparently Fort Worth slander. Hold on. Oh, I guess I assumed it was Fort Worth. My apologies. This is my not being familiar with the area.
Leader of the 3 bounty hunters. We'll get back to him momentarily.
They just assumed that it was me, but obviously they had the wrong guy.
Al-Sadi was cutting a client's hair inside his family's garage in Richardson on June 1st. That's when a U-Haul van drove up. 3 black males jumped out with guns and took Al-Sadi, according to an arrest warrant affidavit.
They threw 2 stun grenades and they just started aiming AR-15s on my head and to
This is not America.
Surveillance video motioning.
I mean, it is America.
Only as the U-Haul drives away with Al-Sadi inside.
They said, "You're wanted for capital murder by terrorism." I actually started laughing because I was like, oh my God, yeah, I have the wrong person.
An arrest warrant says 3 bounty hunters working for the security firm, the Clandestine Group, were contracting for Brigham Home bail bonds to serve a warrant to Hussein Al-Sadi. Al-Sadi had posted a $500,000 bond through Brigham Home after being charged in a capital murder at a suspected drug operation in Northwest Dallas in February 2024.
We refer to ourselves as fugitive recovery agents.
Alan Hinton and his team told Richardson police through months of intel and confidential informants, he and the Brigham Home bail bonds company thought Hussein Al-Sadi was their target. They had a 79% facial recognition match using an AI tool.
Oh my God.
When Al-Sadi maintained his
ChatGPT told him.
Contacted local police.
We instantly made those calls to Richardson PD.
So when did they ultimately realize that they had the wrong person?
After the fingerprint.
Richardson police detained Al-Sadi until a detective on the FBI's task force arrived with a mobile fingerprint.
Or his grok. Yeah, you're right, his grok.
Hussein Al-Sadi was who he said he was and was not the subject of the warrant.
Everybody surrounded me in a circle, just waiting for the results.
Yeah.
And obviously after the results,
it's the South Park episode.
This is not him. And that's when you just see them get back in the U-Haul truck and then just drive off.
A Richardson police detective spoke with the Dallas County District Attorney's Office and U.S. Marshals, both advising the detective that the capital murder suspect fled to Iraq after breaking an ankle monitor in August 2024. The U.S. Marshals say no one from Brigham Home bail bonds reached out regarding the case, and if they had, Marshals would have said this Al-Sadi was the wrong guy.
I would just hope they actually check their information before they go do that and traumatize a family.
Hinton says Brigham Home bail bonds provided background information on the suspect, and with that information and additional research, his team identified this Al-Sadi. Hinton says he's not a criminal.
It's just not who I am.
Just someone trying to make a living while doing a community service.
And I do believe right now law enforcement is overworked, and I do believe in having positive interactions with law enforcement and being able to assist them. You know, I do a hard job, and without qualified immunity, it makes things a lot harder for us.
Hinton's attorney says his client was just doing his job.
My client has no criminal history at all. He was executing this warrant based on the law that's out there.
El Sadi's attorney says that job comes with heavy
They got the wrong guy.
Cannot be taken lightly and cannot be callously, oops, I got the wrong guy.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Encounter makes him think of his father.
I saw tears coming out of his eyes.
He says his family left Iraq after 2 of his uncles were kidnapped and killed. His father wanting safety for his family.
I feel like I'm gonna cry because my dad already been through a lot. Sorry.
While thinking of what could have happened to his father, mother, brother, and special needs sister had the encounter at their home been worse, Al Sadi too emotional to finish our interview.
If we could take a minute, please.
So we've reached out to Brigham Home Bail Bonds Company several times since we began looking into this story, and at this point in time, they have declined all of our requests for comment or any sort of on-camera interview. We will let you know if things change. Now, the name Devin Allard Carter, he is one of the 3 bounty hunters who is also charged. The 3rd suspect still on the run, according to Richardson Police Department. Lastly, we mentioned that Hussein was giving a haircut to a client in his garage when all this went down. If you're wondering what happened to that client, well, according to police documents, it turns out that client was an undercover informant working for those bounty hunters.
What?
Heather, back to y'all.
Twist, all right.
Right.
All right, David Centendry, thank you.
In his garage. Torchy, welcome in. Exactly, trying to get a free cut too. You win TV. Welcome in, my friend. Tones, you were totally here the night we did that story. You don't remember? We on top of things. Unlike this state trooper in Tennessee, he has now arrested 8 sober drivers and charged them with DUI. This is a ongoing problem in West Tennessee.
And again, folks, another sober driver has come forward saying she too was arrested by a state trooper for DUI.
She now makes the 8th innocent person arrested by this single trooper for a crime she didn't commit.
Our chief investigator, Jeremy Finley, continues the sobering problem investigation tonight. Jeremy, she contacted you after seeing your last story.
Yeah, that's right, guys. It was just last week when I reported that Trooper James Zahn had arrested 7 different people for DUI, and all their blood work later came back showing they were completely sober. Jane Bondurant saw that story, and she called me saying, it happened to me too.
Put your hands straight out beside you.
So there's something you need to know right off the bat about this video of Jane Bondurant's field sobriety test last November. It is not being recorded by a fellow police officer. What made your friend think, I need to record this?
I think she was so shocked that I'd even been arrested.
This is Jane Bondurant. And Jane Bondurant can be my GOP mommy. That is a sexy lady.
And that I was even doing it.
Bondurant's friend started recording after Bondurant was involved in a fender bender with a Franklin police officer. THP trooper James Zahn was the
James Batty Bondurant.
Bondurant had bloodshot, watery eyes and appeared to be impaired.
Keep in mind, I'm 71 years old, and I've just been in a wreck. I felt like I was doing really well, and I felt like my friend with me felt the same way.
Listen to what happened instead.
You're under arrest, okay?
Oh, gosh.
No.
What kind of impairment, sir?
Stay back.
What kind of impairment?
I don't know. I'm not.
She followed and did everything you asked.
All that will be discussed in court.
I'm in shock.
Are you really arresting me?
She didn't mention it, but Zahn wasn't arresting someone unfamiliar with law enforcement. Bondurant is a former assistant U.S. attorney.
Ooh.
For you to be.
Ooh.
Didn't commit.
Shock was the first.
My dick is so hard right now.
And the trauma lasted for months because it took for months to be resolved.
And like the 7 other sober drivers charged with DUI by Zahn, Bondurant's blood work came back with no alcohol and no drugs.
Oh, he fucked with the wrong woman.
Taken the night before. The charges nollied, meaning the DA opted not to prosecute. You're now the 8th sober driver to be arrested by Trooper Zahn.
I think I make people too many.
I'm wondering
Goddamn
what
right.
you think the THP should do.
I know they've got a problem.
Fire that pig.
And we asked Governor Lee what he thinks. I'm wondering if you feel like at this point the THP needs to be reviewing how it's conducting DWI investigations.
Well, I think we have, in fact, just in this past year, put in place a requirement from TDI to provide.
Fuck this dude.
Transparency around.
Billy sucks.
First step is transparency.
He's referring to a new state law prompted by our sobering problem investigations that will require the TBI to gather all of the sober drivers arrested for DUI in Tennessee in 2025. But that report won't include cases like Bondurant's. She was arrested last November, and won't detail the impact of these arrests. For Bondurant, she learned her insurance was being dropped.
I just called the guy and said, "Is this because of the DUI?" And he said, "Yes."
Okay, so some good news.
Oh, that poor woman.
Before she was to lose her insurance, the charges were nollied, and she did keep her insurance. Now, as we've done with each and every story, we reached out to the THP. They emailed me a short while ago with a statement that did not address any of our questions, saying that troopers are highly trained to identify signs.
Oh, you know it.
Bondurant's arrest now makes her the 16th sober Tennessean to be arrested for DUI by state troopers. Half of those arrests made by Trooper James Zahn. Marius?
Wow, Jeremy, they just keep coming.
Yeah.
They didn't press charges on her, Tones. There was nothing to take to trial. No, she needs to file a civil suit, and I'm sure she will. She used to be a baddie. She was a U.S. attorney. That's ooh. I like a powerful woman. I like a smart woman. I'm not intimidated by baddies. Speaking of baddies, Cardi B took the stand.
Let's get right to Leo Stallworth because Cardi B walked by him just seconds ago. Leo.
This is the
Cardi B is heading into her vehicle at this very moment. She's getting inside. She was just out of the vehicle signing autographs. This is day 2 for her on the witness stand. It's day 3 of the trial, so she's had a long 2 days on the witness stand. And today, folks, let me tell you.
Ooh, that'd be hot too.
Heated while she was on the witness stand. Let's go to that.
I was more on a high level of concern, very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to beat my. Hello?
Cardi B gets on this second day.
I love you, Cardi.
During cross-examination by the plaintiff's attorney and the case surrounding a civil suit filed against the Grammy Award-winning rapper accusing her of assault. Cardi B arguing security guard Imani Ellis was trying to record her entering her OBGYN's office in Beverly Hills in 2018 while she was visibly pregnant. Cardi B saying she and the security guard had a heated argument and she feared it could have escalated into something much more dangerous.
Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you the things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your
pregnant?
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
Like really pregnant.
During that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said on my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to her
I want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for herself
The objection
again.
is sustained. Ellis arguing during her testimony that Cardi B attacked and assaulted her during the altercation, striking her on her head, face, and body.
I don't see shit.
Shouted racial slurs and claims the rapper got her fired from her job.
She might have used racial slurs.
Fingernails caused cuts on her face that required.
I mean, it's a black woman attacking another black woman.
Super traumatizing for me. She did a lot that day.
Cardi B maintaining she never touched Ellis.
You didn't hit her.
No.
Did you take a
The job at Foot Longer. I was like, when you had to testify at noon and referee a game at 6.
She did a lot that day.
Cardi B maintaining she never touched Ellis.
You didn't hit her.
No.
Did you take a swing at her?
No.
Cardi B saying she made some brief remarks about Ellis on social media, accusing her of lying about the incident purely to get money.
Just trying to get some money.
Who's trying to get some money?
She is.
How do you know that?
Because she sued me for $24 million.
The Alhambra Courthouse will be dark beginning tomorrow through Labor Day. This civil trial will resume, from what we understand, on Tuesday. So stay tuned, folks. Live in Alhambra, Leo Stallworth, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Speaking of racial slurs, this racist Karen went off on a store owner for displaying a Mexican flag.
A confrontation over a Mexican flag in Ventura goes viral, sparking outrage and accusation.
You knew she was going to look exactly like that, right? You knew.
Ventura goes viral, sparking outrage and accusations of racism. Fox 11's Chelsea Edwards, she's live with how one woman's actions at a local business are now drawing worldwide attention. That's what happens when something goes viral, Chelsea.
Hey, Chelsea.
It does. Yeah, they're saying they're getting calls from all over the nation and all over the world because of this. So they say this woman intentionally pulled her car over specifically to get out to harass them for holding a Mexican flag. Take a look.
Say that one more time. I said, why the are you flying a Mexican flag in America?
A hateful confrontation caught on camera.
I have no good reason for flying a Mexican flag in.
I'll take a pass. I was going to say, yeah, she could be my GOP mommy. But you know what? Like, it definitely makes her a lot less attractive with the racism, the overt racism.
California, which is America.
Que viva Mexico! Viva Mexico!
Objectively.
She didn't understand my words, but she definitely got the message.
This now viral cell phone video was shot by Leilani Rodriguez, whose family owns La Catrina Folk Art on
Now, she is beautiful.
The shop is known for its Mexican-inspired, one-of-a-kind crafts and has been run by women in her family for generations.
What a shop.
Her my Mexican pride. You know, I'm proud to be an American too, but I'm also very, very
love her outfit, the earrings,
culture.
It all happened Saturday as the store teamed up with a local coffee company for an event. Leilani says she was waving a Mexican.
Do you think it was Cosmopolitans? Do you think it was possibly some sort of medication she was doing? She was hyped up on something.
Flag outside when a woman pulled over and
emissions are flying.
Why. I was just like, you are not going to come in front of my family store and try to be racist and try to tell me what to do. She was flipping me off, telling me, touch me, you die, go back to Mexico. So she was disrespectful from the start. But
Mexico should take back over California.
And I think I handled it pretty well.
Leilani calls it her first ever Karen encounter.
Her mother, Patty, says the woman's hostility completely backfired.
Whatever hate she was trying to...
They seem awesome.
It turned into love, and it turned into positivity, and
I love this woman.
And supporting my business.
They just hope this woman never does it again.
I hope you learned your lesson to not be so ignorant, and maybe next
That's ignorant. Stop being ignorant.
Y aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
I love them.
Now, they say a woman claiming to be a family member of the woman you see in that video actually came to the store after all of this happened to apologize. We've reached out for comment, but have not yet heard back. Reporting live from Ventura, I'm Chelsea Edwards, Fox 11 News. I'll send it back to you.
She's the crazy aunt that nobody likes and don't want to invite to the family get-togethers. Oh, shit. We do some, crazy runaway vehicle stories. Shocking stories about runaway vehicles.
These are stories about runaway vehicles.
Yeah, I just said that.
You got it. I don't care about getting wet. You got it. In 2020,
oh, we've seen this one.
Deputy was caught on camera leaping into a driverless speeding boat.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's just gonna be a bunch of shit I've already seen. Because I do the news every night.
The scene unfolded after the boat's captain fell off, and a good Samaritan was able to save him.
And this was fun.
About getting wet. You got it. The vessel was going 40 miles an hour when the deputies responded.
Oh, my aunt! And
Coast Guard. The team speed matched the rogue boat and eventually got it.
This is a completely different aunt than the other aunt. This is the aunt by marriage. That is. I think she's divorced from my uncle now.
Fell overboard.
I would totally like get with her. She could be my GOP
jumped
mommy.
into action, literally. Without hesitation, he leaped
But
into the runaway
she's the
boat.
one nobody wanted at the
I was still
family
very
get-togethers.
surprised that I landed on that boat, and I was just trying to steer the boat somewhere, and hearing all those people applaud, it felt really good. It was pretty close. If I missed it, I would have.
Yeah, we watched this one too.
Right into that propeller.
Brady gave credit to his buddy, Justin King, who steered his jet ski to the runaway boat.
I can't remember how it happened, Torchy.
Second-guess himself, and it just all worked out great.
I wouldn't call myself a hero because
maybe somebody fell off or something.
Anybody would have done that if they had the opportunity.
When we watched the full stories,
In
it broke
2020,
it
a
down.
4-year-old girl sitting in a runaway inflatable unicorn raft was
What?
spotted in the water in Greece. Thankfully, the inflatable unicorn proved to be surprisingly seaworthy.
What? I had not seen this.
Tightly as a ferry boat came to the rescue. The crew prepped a life preserver and were able to reel her in and out of the water. She was safely returned to her family. In 2021, surveillance video from Turkey showed the scary moment when a stroller with a child inside.
That's the setup to Ghostbusters.
The mom was walking up to a supermarket with her 2 children, one walking next to her and the other on wheels.
I'm really into the. I'm into the little kid on the unicorn inflatable.
Proved to be surprisingly seaworthy. The little girl held on.
That's amazing.
Came to the rescue. The crew prepped a life preserver and were able to reel her in and out of the water.
Don't anybody clip that and
to her family.
make it seem like I'm a creep.
In 2021, surveillance video from Turkey showed the scary moment when a stroller with a child inside rolled down a steep street. The mom was walking up to a supermarket with her 2 children, one walking next to her and the other on wheels. She turned her back on the stroller for a second and it started quickly rolling away from her. After she realized what was going on, she took after the younger child, leaving the older one waiting at the grocery store. Video didn't capture what happened next, but local media outlets reported that the stroller fell off a 10-foot-high wall into the pavement. The baby suffered minor injuries and was taken to the hospital.
Wow, well, babies are pretty durable.
In 2023, a similar incident happened when a stroller with the baby boy inside rolled straight into speeding traffic in California.
Where's cards?
His great aunt realized what was happening but fell trying to catch the device. Les Trent has more.
The woman was at a car wash and was putting...
Oh yeah, I remember this.
It was a gusty day and a blast of wind pushed the stroller away.
I should not laugh.
Seconds from disaster, a hero appeared out of nowhere and
he falls multiple times.
Running at it, I caught it just about at the beginning of the driveway going out into traffic.
Good Samaritan
I feel like I know this guy.
had just wrapped up a job interview at a nearby Applebee's.
The lady was speechless. She was crying. You know.
Yeah, he looks like he'd work in an Applebee's.
So bad for her.
In 2023, Lisa Bowles was adjusting gardening supplies in her golf cart when the parking brake malfunctioned. The cart took off, racing through her Maryland backyard. Lisa and the family dog ran after the cart. Her shocked husband watched in disbelief. The the pool and crashed into her neighbor's fence, where it finally came to a stop. Afterwards, she spoke to Les Trent.
Did you ever get close to jumping back on the cart?
No, I knew I would never catch it.
He's a cutie.
I just knew I had to be there when it stopped.
In 2025, a woman unconscious behind the wheel veered off a highway right into a guardrail. Then Adolfo Molina sprinted across 4 lanes to run alongside the vehicle and desperately tried to open the door to get the car to stop. Amazingly, the former Toronto Blue Jays minor league baseball player kept up with the car. The car finally stopped and the woman was taken to the hospital.
Too.
Oh my God.
This was the crazy scene in 2015 after a military blimp broke free of its moorings in Maryland.
It has about a mile long of this metal chain cable that it's dragging behind, and that's what's causing most of the damage.
This is time-lapse video of the blimp being inflated. You get a sense of the scale of the massive balloon. Thankfully, there were no injuries. In 2025, a boat day for brothers Duke and Bo turned into a nightmare after
that reminds me, we've had some sort of Russian spy ships in Alaska. I meant to put that story on the
Holy cow,
on the rundown.
So I gotta get
what
on
the
the boat.
Russian spy ships in
Pulled
Alaska.
himself into the boat. A wave hit and he fell in.
We thought we were dead in the water. Like
We like apparently scrambled military jets.
by our parents.
Both
today or yesterday, maybe yesterday.
Motorboat powered on with nobody at the wheel. They were left to fend for themselves in open water. But as luck would have it, 2 jet skiers saw everything and came to the rescue.
If you look closely, you can see 2 people racing into action.
Hey, I think those kids just fell out of the boat.
They were just on jet skis filming, and we were just yelling for help, and they just came on over, and I jumped on.
Is there no one on the boat? No one's in it. What were you doing? I was trying to hand him a soda and he fell off.
Duke eventually brought the boat to a stop.
Well, don't tell my dad, please.
How?
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindle.
I went to, there's more he's not saying. I went to hand him a soda and I fell off. Don't tell my dad. Oh, it wasn't. There had to be more to it. They had to be doing some sort of stupid shit, right? Maybe soda was involved. Wait, they showed them falling off? I don't think they did they? They showed them getting on the Sea-Doos. Oh, they did? Did I miss it? What was I doing?
Balloon. Thankfully, there were no injuries. In 2025, a boat day for brothers Duke and Bo turned into a nightmare after Bo left.
Wait, he's handing him a soda while he's like jet skiing. I thought he meant like I was handing him a soda while they were just sitting there. That's a little, or surfboarding or what it, I don't even know what that fucking shit's called. I'm scared of the water. That's not true at all. I've been out on boats before. Wakeboarding. Yeah, skiing is like with skis. It was like a boogie board thing. A woman got scammed, and like, I should just like scam people. I've got ethics. I don't want to scam people. Everybody just out here scamming. Apparently this dude was on General Hospital and he talked this woman out of her life savings.
$5,000 seed fund, you're guaranteed 1,000% returns.
That video looks like Kevin Ozebek. It sounds like Kevin Ozebek. And that's exactly what scammers want you to believe. Welcome back. I'm David Ono in for Mark.
Who's Kevin Ozebek?
Fisher, these artificial intelligence videos are becoming more real and in turn a more convincing tool for scammers.
Fascinating story here. And Eyewitness News investigative reporter Kevin Ozebek joins us now with a follow-up to his mind-blowing story about a soap opera actor and an...
Oh, it's the reporter.
Well, David and Michelle, yesterday we told you how this...
Why are his clothes so tight?
...star cost an LA woman a massive amount of money. So just how easy is it now to use AI to confuse someone so they have trouble telling...
Really easy to confuse like old people.
It takes just minutes to make a deep fake.
Hello, Abigail. I love you so much, darling. I had to make this video to make you happy, my love.
Deep fakes like this one are causing some serious real-life problems.
Well, he is a hunk.
Women show up thinking they're engaged to at my appearances.
C. Burden has been playing the role of Jason Morgan on General Hospital for decades.
What do you need me to do?
This seasoned actor has a relatively new problem of scammers sending his fans dupes like this
Always
one.
know that nothing will ever make me hurt you or lie to you, my queen. It's so frustrating. It can make you so angry that someone's literally using your image and people are believing that it's you.
We showed this deep fake that cost Abigail Ruvalcaba of South LA
poor lady.
thousands of dollars because she thought Burden loved her and needed money to AI expert Kathleen Grace.
How much effort had to go into making that video?
15 minutes.
So we're talking zero effort.
Zero effort.
Grace works for Vermilio, a company that scrubs social media sites of fake profiles for both celebrities and everyday people.
Whatever you have online, people can take and use.
To prove that point, Grace and her team took my headshot, and in just 15 minutes...
I have a fantastic deal for early investors. For a $5,000 seed fund, you're guaranteed 1,000% returns.
And get this, the AI software they used to clone my voice to make this scam-style video costs just a few bucks. All you need to do is type a command, and AI will spit it out.
So I just asked it, have this man sing Row, Row Your Boat.
Row, row, row your boat.
Yeah, that is,
I can now
does not look real at all.
Super cheap programs anyone can get. Her team also took this photo I posted on Instagram years ago.
Uncanny Valley.
Today made it come to life.
Be aware that a lot of things are not going to be real for the next few years and that there aren't going to be these guardrails for a while. It's going to take time to build the guardrails.
What
for the next few years.
Thought. But one this soap star has as well.
As the actor who is having his face and voice used in these scams, what's the recourse you have?
I don't know of any because I would have to track somebody down in another country most likely. So I don't believe I have recourse.
Is that racist? Yeah. Is he basically saying some Indian guy?
A number of new AI laws did go into effect in California this year. Also right now in Congress, there is a bipartisan push to get AI content clearly marked on social media. But of course, many scammers are operating out of the country. And David and Michelle, they're also not going to follow any law.
Right.
Yeah, and Kevin, there's so much AI content out there now, and as we've seen in your pieces, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what's real, what's fake. So what can we do to make sure we don't get scammed?
So number one, if somebody pops into your DMs and they quickly try to move the conversation to WhatsApp or Telegram, so we're talking about an encrypted text messaging service, be very, very highly skeptical. Also, guys, be aware that many of these scammers are making deep fakes of everyday people. They are making it look like we are in trouble, we need cash right away, and they use social media to send those videos to family members. So the bottom line is, be very skeptical.
Yeah, the future is scary.
Very, right?
They used to tell us don't talk to strangers.
The present.
Maybe we should adopt that again.
A good rule, right?
Yeah.
I called it the future the other day, and I got corrected. It's the present. Thank you very much. What do you mean if? Surely it's not if, but when, Flash. I'm on a quest. You guys are all going to be invited to the wedding. When I become Mr. Joni Ernst. Justin Ernst. Justin Ernst, yeah. What, you think Joni Ernst is out of my league? I want a powerful woman. I want a rich woman. Okay, when you put it that way, you may make me back off of it. I don't know if it is a joke. Do I really like Nelly Furtado? Light one up, tip one back, and that could include a non-alcoholic beer, or maybe you want a mocktail.
Non-alcoholic beverages are referring to drinks that seek to mirror alcohol without inducing intoxication. They have less than 0.5% alcohol by volume. Most people who are consuming them are also alcohol consumers. What is an open question is whether people are consuming them in place of alcohol.
More and more younger people are drinking less, and in addition to, they're starting to see the negative impact that alcohol can have on your physical and mental health. So all these kind of forces coming together that's really led to this huge boom.
If I want a glass of wine with my dinner, I don't feel guilty. I can enjoy that glass of wine, but I'll only have one and then let it go, and then maybe go to a non-alcoholic.
Because these drinks have so many alcohol-related cues, they could be a really useful substitute. But again, because they are so similar to alcohol, it could be that they actually trigger craving for full-strength alcohol.
For 5,000 years, alcohol has been a part of society's celebrations, rituals. That is so ingrained in culture that 13 years ago when I stopped drinking, it was so awkward to be holding a water or holding nothing while all my friends and colleagues were drinking.
It's important to recognize that these are probably not a kind of one-size-fits-all product. And so you might see peers or friends or family members use them and have no problem with them, but it really comes back to your own individual experience.
I find that interesting that the majority, it said the majority, right, are people that use alcohol as well. Which people we have a police chase coming at you. You know I got you some animals though. It's the puppy buzz. They're going for a walk. They're going for a walk with the puppy buzz crew. I mean, I'm drinking an Arnold Palmer right now. An Arnold Palmer. An Arnold Palmer.
Big dogs coming through.
I love a good beverage. Where's it? It's in,
Let's go. Come on.
I always forget the name of the town in Alaska where it's at.
Bringing home the forest.
It must be like a really small place. Skagway, Alaska.
I would do it over here, though. Carl, are you humping Denali? Stop that.
Why don't you have any rum? I threw up on rum one time, and it's made it hard to drink afterwards.
Hi.
Because I'd been drinking like blue motorcycles all night. And I sat down at I do not have Pisky in my fridge. I left that at the old apartment. Curiouser was upset I didn't bring Pisky with me.
Hey. What are you doing?
Oh, well, that is totally understandable, Winch. But like I've been drinking blue motorcycles and I come back and like I got offered the job at the radio station where I became news director of 9 radio stations that night in the bathroom. shortly before I would go to sit down at the table. And like I used to work at the station, so like these are all my friends and shit. So like I'm coming back to be with my friends. And they had ordered a round of like, is it Bacardi 1 something or other, 151ers, that's clear. And they told me it was vodka. And I'm like, oh yeah, whoop. And it was totally not vodka. One bead of sweat went down my face, and I puked all over the table. It was horrible. But the guy that ordered the drink went and told the boss, like, hey, it wasn't his fault. I did it. I take full responsibility. I ordered him Bacardi, and he had been drinking pussy drinks all night.
Louis, no humping.
Yeah, the rum has a weird taste to me, and I feel like I would like it in a lot of things if it wasn't for that experience.
There and down over there. Alrighty, now we have second crew here.
But I'm also not a big drinker. I don't like the taste of alcohol. So when I drink, it's usually something fruity that's really sweet. Blue motorcycles, red-headed sluts. I like a screwdriver. I like a gin, and like tonic is all right. Tonic is a little bitter. I like a gin and oh, I love red-headed sluts, winch. Tonic is a little bitter. I prefer like a Sprite because it's sweeter. The gin and Sprite is amazing. That is a good drink. They're like sweet. Peach schnapps is good. I mean, like, all the schnapps are like not. They're more for pussy drinks and shit. So.
Hey.
YouTube people, who podcast, Kick, Rumble. If there's anybody watching on Kick, Rumble, I see your guys' messages later. They don't pop up on the screen, they don't hear, but like when I go check, like I can see the messages you guys leave me on Kick and Rumble and shit. Just so you know, I find you guys very amusing.
You getting Gandalf?
Good. Kick is still a thing. Kick is going strong. I think, isn't Mr. Beast going to Kick now? Or he might be leveraging Kick to get a better deal from YouTube or something. But I think they just signed him, or are getting ready to sign him. But I also don't keep up with that shit, so, oh! Look how cute they are. But Kick people, Rumble. Kick is the news nation. But if Mr. Beast is going there, that's... Doesn't that make it the hip place?
What a good girl.
But bye-bye, Kick, D-Live, Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute. Unfortunately, no Facebook right now. I need to log into my other Facebook. See you, YouTube people. I think it actually turned off. I have a bad...
Louis, no humping.
There's this thing where like YouTube wants to turn back on. Howdy. I have no idea what's going on with Mr. Beast. Float, I tell you good evening.